The prosperity is the result of the blessing. That means as a Christian, you don't pursue prosperity, prosperity pursues you. As a Christian, what you need to do is to understand your blessedness, is to walk in your blessedness, is to remain blameless. What are the contaminants? The things that can contaminate your blessings. What are the things that can contaminate? If my state is the state of being blessed, and Thessalonians, Paul prayed, I pray that your spirit, your soul, and your body be blameless, without impurities. Without impurities. Let's look at some contaminants. The way the economy is, the way 2022 is, it seems like life is not good, business is not good. When the mouth is talking like that, what has happened? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. That means there's been a thought. You've been thinking. But why are you thinking? Because you were receiving information. How were you receiving information? Information from the circumstances around you, information from your bank account, information from other people, information, and you're receiving those information. You have believed the information. Now you are giving life to the information. You are speaking the information. And as you speak, you create. As you speak, you create. My brother, how are things? Nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. I tell you, nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. He says, I pray that your spirits be blameless. Don't allow these impurities. Don't allow them. The devil's strategy is to send a Trojan horse, because he knows he cannot destroy you. The only way he can get to you is through thoughts and suggestions. Then all of a sudden, you take it in. Okay, why are you not striving as you were striving 2 years ago? Why are you not making efforts as you were making efforts 2 years ago? Oh, 2 years ago, things were better. Oh, now what's happening? They don't really look good. So you are now, your actions or inactions are a result of a way of thinking. Can I explain something to you? In another service, we're going to look into that. The so-called down times are times of huge prosperity. The greatest prosperities are not in up times. When did Egypt become the wealthiest nation in the world? In the days of Joseph. Downtime or uptime? Downtime. Downtime. When was Jesus born? In the history of Israel. Uptime or downtime? Downtime. Jesus' ministry was not in the midst of the greatest moments of Israel's history. In fact, Jesus came in the midst of occupation of Jerusalem. I don't know if you understand what occupation means. Occupation means that another country, a foreign country, has come into your country and is now governing your country. You are subject to a foreign country ruling over you. That's when Jesus came. Salvation didn't come in the midst of the greatest light of Israel. Salvation came in, and if you read it, they tell you that you had about, I don't have the number of years now, I have a number in my head, but I need to be sure, so I won't say it. Between Malachi and Matthew, you had these many years of silence. But Jesus, I'm thinking of 400, but Jesus came in the midst of that silence. God didn't say, let there be light when the earth was fine. The Bible says that the earth was a chaotic mass. The Bible says that the earth was void, that water covered everywhere. It was in the midst of destruction that God started his most beautiful creation. Brother, if it looks like you are standing in the midst of rubbles, in the midst of things that have collapsed, the greatest time to build the most beautiful thing that you have ever built. This is the best time. This is the best time. This life works most in the midst of darkness.